everyone! Back again on the Secret Paradise channel. This time we will talk about characteristics and utilization of Zapoteca tetragona. Zapoteca tetragona, wild, H-hern, is a tropical leguminous shrub widely cultivated in the forest. It was called white coleandra since the flower has white color, if compared to the red coleandra, Coleandra calothyarsis, having red flower. It is a fast-growing species and regrows well after several cuttings. Key protein content of Z. tetragona is quite high and it represents a valuable protein source compared to other tropical shrubs. Moreover, since the Z. tetragona leaves contain several secondary compounds which may influence the animal production, it is necessary to assess the nutritional value of Z. tetragona through not only chemical analyses. This type of plant has a small leaf shape like most of the family Mimosidae, softer textured dark green. The length of the leaves can reach 20 centimeters. The width reaches 15 centimeters and at night the leaves fold towards the stem. Naturally the coleandra plant blooms all year round, but the peak period occurs between July and March. In Indonesia, the flowering season varies greatly depending on the amount of rainfall and its spread, and the peak lasts between January and April. Bunches of flowers develop in a centered position, and the flowers cluster around the ends of the stems. Flowers bloom only one night with threads generally white at the base and conspicuous red at the ends. A day later these threads will wither and those that do not undergo fertilization of their flowers will fall off. This plant can be propagated by means of cuttings from seedlings or young plants. Propagation by using cuttings in Indonesia is rarely done because planting sites are generally concentrated on steep areas to prevent erosion and spread in a fairly large area. Cuttings taken from young plants indicate the optimal growth speed compared to those of an aged plant. The way to take cuttings is to cut 10 to 30 centimeters above the root neck and then remove all the remaining leaves. Then cut off the tips of the roots 10 to 20 centimeters below the root neck. To ensure success, cuttings, stump should be planted immediately, but can also be stored for 1 week in a cool, dry and shaded place. Cuttings, stump are very susceptible to drought, so planting in this way should be done at the beginning of the rainy season. Vegetative propagation of coleandra plants in a vegetative way can be done from succulent young seedlings or root buds. This vegetative propagation method is not widely done in Indonesia. Vegetative propagation of young shoots or roots needs a good growing medium, that is, a mixture of sand and sawdust in a wet state, and the humidity should be maintained 80%. The removal of the stem from the young shoots or roots is 5 to 7 centimeters long, each of which has 2-3 leaf blades. Then the plant is planted on a polypropagator with a distance of 5 by 5 cm. Such pieces are best planted in the morning, and immediately transferred to the place of propagation, since succulent stems are very susceptible to drought, therefore it needs watering once every 2-3 days. The plant can produce propagation for 1 month. Plants can be combined with annuals such as corn, rice, peanuts, and vegetables in the alley cropping planting system, and to reduce shade density and competition with annuals, coleandra crops are pruned 3-4 times in a row. The prune height is generally between 0.51 meters. The prune leaves can be used as green manure, animal feed, and the wood is used for firewood or paper pulp. That's all about the video this time. Thank you for watching the Secret Paradise channel.
Talking about the